This 90-second bank robbery is one of the most well-executed heists ever pulled off. And it has everything from a well-crafted plan to some great acting. There's also a part where they threaten to kill someone, but we'll get there. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna look at this 90-second bank heist. Our story starts with three masked men getting into a car. You can see that one of them is holding a large duffel bag. They then drive up to a bank and park across the road. They're now gonna walk into the bank. Two of the guys are wearing masks, while the third one has his face covered in a blue and red scarf. He's going to walk up to the teller and tell her that there's a bomb in the building and that they need all of the money in the vault. While doing this, one of the other guys is going to grab a hold of the woman's hair and pull it aggressively. She actually manages to pull herself away from him and move behind the counter. He tries again, but she pushes him away. The man in the scarf tries to grab another woman's hair, but she also manages to escape. Let's watch it one more time as he tries to drag her out from behind the counter. She manages to push herself free and run over to the other side of the room. He goes after her, but she manages to stay out of his reach. I wonder if maybe she was a UFC champion or something before deciding to become a bank teller. Now, one of the guys who has been sitting in the chair is going to join his buddies, and they going to start ripping apart the counters and grab bags and boxes from under them. Meanwhile, the lady in the pink shirt takes a big swing at the guy with the meat cleaver. Now the guy in the scarf runs out of the bank and jumps into the getaway car. The two others keep grabbing valuables off of the counter until the lady in pink grabs a hold of the guy in the green shirt's hood and pulls him towards the door. She then closes the door behind him and locks it. Those two idiots then run outside only to find that the cops are waiting for them. Quickly get into the getaway car and speed off. Let's watch the whole thing one more time from the beginning. We've got three dudes walking into the bank. They're looking for the money. One of the ladies working there tells them to go around back, and they do. The lady in pink and the one in purple are telling these guys that they couldn't get into the vault. But the dude in the scarf says, "I know how to open the vault." And he does. This makes me think that these guys knew exactly what they were doing and probably did a lot of planning ahead of time. One of the tellers actually hands him a box, and he's like, "No, I want the money from the vault." Kay then walks out of the room while she continues to hand him bags full of cash. Kay sits down in a chair while she keeps bringing him money and loading it into a duffel bag. After a bit, he's gone. Walk up to the front and tell everyone that they need to move away because there's a bomb in the building. He grabs the woman in purple by the hair and she fights him off. He tries again and she manages to get free for a second time. But then he grabs a hold of her and drags her out of the room. She screams bloody murder, but he covers her mouth. Thankfully, the lady in pink comes to her rescue. These two then run out of the bank as well. Let's watch the struggle one more time. I love how the lady in purple fights back against this guy. He tries to grab a hold of her a third time, and she manages to gouge his eyes out. They then try to break the counters while the lady in pink decides to attack. She swings but misses. They run out the door, jump into the car, and speed off. Case cool. As the police arrive, The driver looks back at the bank and decides to turn around and come right back. They're not giving up yet. As they drive past the cops, we can see that they're armed and dangerous. He then speeds right past them and gets away. In the end, the police caught both of these guys and they were charged with several crimes. One of them was even charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for the part, where he pulled out a gun and threatened to shoot the people inside the bank. Also, it looks like their getaway car was stolen, which added additional charges of theft to their rap sheets. Okay, now, in case you were wondering, this isn't the first time these two have robbed a bank. They had done it 6 times before they hit this one. Their spree started way back on January when they robbed a bank in Mission Viejo. Then they hit one in Santa Ana on February 10, then Rancho Cucamonga on March. Next was a bank in West Covina on April. Then they took a break for a month before robbing a bank in Pomona on May. Then they hit the Diamond Bank in Temple City on June, all before robbing the bank in Baldwin Park on July, which is the one we looked at today. I think these guys need to branch out and rob somewhere else besides banks. Maybe they could try robbing a grocery store or a 7-Eleven. And no, an axe-throwing place doesn't count. But now it's time to bring in the experts. Let's look at this from a different angle. It's the same thing, but now we can see the way more clearly how fast these guys work. It's amazing how in less than 90 seconds they managed to get the money out of the vault. What do you think? Did they do a good job? Let me know in the comments. In many of these bank robberies, we see people panicking. Everyone is trying to figure out what to do, yelling at each other and just causing overall chaos. That's what you see in movies anyway. But in real life, it's a little bit different. Studies show us that during a bank robbery, people tend to freeze up and do nothing. Many times, this is due to shock. And it's not uncommon for victims to relive the experience in their head for years afterwards. This is called post-traumatic stress disorder. Symptoms of PTSD include flashbacks, nightmares, anxiety attacks, and severe stress. Luckily, none of the tellers or customers were hurt during this robbery. But what about the perpetrators? Well, they ended up in jail. But now let's take a look at this through the eyes of the getaway driver. It's kind of crazy how much chaos is going on inside, yet he's completely calm. He opens the door for his buddies and then waits patiently for them to bring out the duffel bag. Then when they finally come out, he calmly gets back into the car and drives away. But he wasn't as lucky as he hoped. And this time, the cops were ready for him. This must have been a weird feeling because he had just dropped off 2 bank robbers, and now he was being arrested for receiving stolen property. I do think they asked him if he wanted to participate in a ride-along, or if he just decided to go for it on his own. Either way, he didn't get too far. And although it was very well planned and executed, this bank robbery didn't make our top 10 list. If you want to see the top 10 bank robberies, check out the link in the description. And remember, don't be a victim. Be smart and stay safe. And thank you all for watching. I'm the host. I'd also like to say a special thank you to my supporters. If you want to see your name on the screen, then join the movement today. See you next time.